Cryptocurrency, in its early days, was something foreign to most people. Among other things, due to their nature, in the beginning it was difficult for many people to understand them, let alone invest. But over time, cryptocurrencies began to gain traction, and their reputation grew. Up until relatively recently, cryptocurrency hadn't captured the interest of the general public. It was reserved almost exclusively for the engineers, developers, and entrepreneurs who had been involved in its conception around a decade ago. However, those days are gone, as celebrities have now begun to invest in crypto. In today's video, we'll be going over some celebs who have revealed their crypto portfolio. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. The first celeb we have is Elon Musk. Though he's not exactly bullish for Bitcoin, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO's regular commentary on Bitcoin has generated much interest. Bitcoin fans noted his Twitter conversation with Michael Saylor, whose firm recently bought $250 million more worth of Bitcoin. Musk tweeted, "Bitcoin is my safe word," prompting the MicroStrategy CEO to tell him to convert his TSLA balance sheet from US dollars to Bitcoin, which would do his shareholders a $1 trillion favor. Musk responded with, "Are such large transactions even possible?" In response, Saylor said he'd bought over $1.3 billion in the past few months, and he was happy to share the playbook with him offline. Other notable figures soon chimed in, including Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, who advised, "Probably not a good idea to do it in one transaction, but it can definitely be done." Musk has previously said he owns only 0.25 BTC that a friend sent him many years ago. Legendary skateboarder Tony Hawk, aka Birdman, has been riding Bitcoin for 5 years, as he revealed in a tweet back in 2019. Hawk's tweet was a reply to an announcement by the Bitcoin conference that the former athlete would be speaking in the following year's Bitcoin conference. The announcement described Hawk as having taken a counterculture mainstream. Hawk had in the same year replied in another tweet that he hadn't bailed yet, probably meaning he was holding. Interestingly, his charity foundation, the Tony Hawk Foundation, accepts Bitcoin as well. "It's becoming a more significant percentage of our donations," said the foundation's executive director to Bitcoin magazine about Bitcoin. Best known as Arya Stark to Game of Thrones fans, UK-born Maisie Williams is another Bitcoin investor. At one time, she asked her 2.7 million Twitter followers, "Should I go long on Bitcoin? A girl needs Bitcoin." HODL area came the Game of Thrones references. Williams's poll ended up with 53% for no and 47% for yes. Among the yes people was Michael Saylor yet again, who commented the actor is wiser than most professional investors. Even Elon Musk contributed to the discussion, telling Williams to toss a Bitcoin to your Witcher, probably in reference to the song Toss a Coin to Your Witcher in Netflix's TV series The Witcher. Williams is not an actor in the series, and Musk might have confused The Witcher with Game of Thrones, which could be why she responded with a witty rejoinder, "How's Blue Origin going?" Blue Origin is Jeff Bezos' aerospace company and SpaceX's main competitor in the space race. It seems Williams took the right advice, because she tweeted the next day, "Thank you for the advice. I bought some anyway." Another celeb crypto investor is Ashton Kutcher, an American actor best known for blockbuster movies and series such as That 70s Show and 2.5 Men. Not to mention, he's also a huge fan of Bitcoin. In 2013's TechCrunch Disrupt Conference, Kutcher said that Bitcoin was becoming more relevant and that targeted hacks in wallets and exchanges were proof of that. Even the then rampant use of Bitcoin for buying ammo and drugs validated the currency, he said. The actor, who's also known for investing in Uber and Airbnb, also endorsed Bitcoin on the Q&A platform Quora. When a user asked, "What are some smart ways I can put $25 a week to work for me?" Kutcher responded, suggesting, among other things, for the user to buy Bitcoin. Kutcher's investment company, A-Grade, is also invested in Bitcoin startup BitPay. The BitPay platform allows merchants to accept payments with Bitcoin. It also looks like he's a fan of other cryptocurrencies. In 2014, the actor donated $4 million worth of XRP to Ellen DeGeneres' charity. One of the biggest celebrities, Kanye West, is considered as one of the best rappers out there and has expressed his own interest in Bitcoin. During an interview in 2018, West mentioned Bitcoin in reference to Harriet Tubman's becoming the new face of the $20 bill. "That was the moment that I wanted to use Bitcoin, when I saw Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill," he said, pointing out that everyone needs to look forward to the future to inspire progress. Right after the interview, he tweeted, "Decentralize," sparking a huge debate on Twitter, with all the crypto enthusiasts jumping in. However, since then, West has remained relatively silent related to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. His involvement, though, was another awesome backing for cryptocurrencies. Another celeb who has been involved in crypto is American rapper 50 Cent, who took Bitcoins for his album in 2014 because he wanted to stay with times. He probably didn't predict the stash, which totaled 700 Bitcoins, would multiply to millions in a few years. years. TMZ reported in 2018 that 50 Cent had agreed to accept Bitcoin for his Animal Ambition album 4 years earlier. The cryptocurrency was then trading in the ballpark of $662 per coin. Customers could get the album at a fraction of that per TMZ. When BTC was fluctuating between 10K and 12K in 2018, 50 Cent's stash was worth between $7 and $8.5 million. In a since-deleted reply to an Instagram post, 50 Cent beamed, "Not bad for a kid from Southside. I'm so proud of me." Many hope for 50 Cent holding, though, because 700 BTC would yield over $30 million in 2021, and most definitely more than that in the coming months and years. Boxer Floyd Mayweather also showed his interest in cryptocurrency via Instagram on 2 occasions. In July, he posted a photo of himself on a private plane next to a table covered in money with the caption, "I'm gonna make a ton of money on August 2nd on the Stocks.com ICO." Stocks, a sister site to Invest.com, is a Bitcoin prediction market product. In August, Mayweather took to Instagram again to show his support for blockchain-based decentralized marketplace Huobi Network's ICO. Under a photo of himself, the boxer added the caption, "You can call me Floyd Crypto Mayweather from now on." Lastly, billionaire investor Mark Cuban is bullish on the future of cryptocurrency and frequently compares blockchain technology to the early days of the internet. That's why, over the years, Cuban held onto a few digital coins he bought in the early days, Cuban stated. Currently, his portfolio allocation is broken down as 60% Bitcoin, 30% Ethereum, and 10% the rest. Bitcoin, created in 2009, is the largest cryptocurrency by market value, but is appealing to Cuban as a store of value rather than a currency. In 2012, people said Bitcoin is a currency, and I'm like, it's just not going to work. But the entire time I said it was a store of value where, if you could get people to believe that it was a better alternative than gold because of its algorithmic scarcity, the price is going to go up, he said. According to Cuban, Bitcoin is a better alternative to gold, and it's going to continue to be. That's why I own Bitcoin and why I never sold it. Cuban is also very interested in Ethereum, the blockchain where Ether, the second largest cryptocurrency below Bitcoin, is built, mainly due to the smart contracts that run on it. In cryptocurrency, smart contracts are collections of code that carry out a set of instructions and run on the blockchain. What really changed everything was smart contracts, Cuban said. Smart contracts came along, and that created DeFi and NFTs. That's what changed the game. That's what got me excited. That's why it's a lot like the internet. He sees Ethereum as adaptable over time because developers can iterate and improve its capabilities, he said. That's more lifelike, and so I have a lot of Ethereum as well. I wish I had bought it sooner, but I started buying it 4 years ago simply because I think it's the closest we have to a true currency. Cuban hasn't specifically named the rest of the cryptocurrencies he owns that represent the remaining 10%, but there's none that I'm just all in on other than Bitcoin and Ethereum that I look at as being an equivalent investment, he said. In February, Cuban bought a small amount of Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency that started as a joke for his 11-year-old son Jake. Cuban said at the time that the purchase was meant to be fun and educational for his son, while also helping Cuban learn more about the space. "There's some I buy for fun, some I do for experience because I just want to learn," Cuban added. With that said, that's going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching.